What would you do if your own mom stole from you? Not just a few bucks, but your bank cards, your savings. She even took money meant for something good. The craziest part? She doesn't even live with you. Do you cut her off or try to help her? Because in this story, it's not that simple.
So I need advice on what to do. We just realized that my mother-in-law has stolen from my husband and I for the second time. The first time was last year that we discovered it. My husband's debit card numbers kept getting stolen even after he changed it 6 times.
Ooh.
Come to find out, it was my mother-in-law. She stole every time he was home. She somehow went into his wallet and grabbed his debit card, wrote down the numbers. She used it to pay bills. I mean, it was...
How
but
much?
She also used it for... we tracked $1,000 and then we stopped tracking it.
Because you didn't want to keep getting
wanna
mad.
know.
How long did this
Yeah.
go on before the second time that it's happened? How long did it go on for before you figured it out?
I would say 4 months before
my.
we realized it. I actually realized it when I was looking over my husband's. Then we were just dating or engaged. I can't remember. And he was just showing it to me, and I was just like, "Well, just let me read it."
How did
So I
you?
looked at it, and I said, "Wait, babe, these are all utility bills. So someone's paying utilities." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So we looked, and my husband, like a couple days later, found a utility bill that was paid with the last 4 digits of his card in his mom's name.
The
So we
boldness.
confronted her. Well,
How'd that
he
go?
confronted her.
How'd that go?
Not well. Not well. She, unfortunately, is an alcoholic. And so it's rough, especially because just a little over a month ago, we were ready with $5,000 cash to bail her out of her 6th OWI because otherwise her son was going to be my brother-in-law, who's now 17, was going to be put in foster care, and we were going to be his foster parents up until he turned 18.
Oh, wow.
And so we were going to okay, we're going to bail you out. We even told her, this is a gift. We don't want you to return it. This is just rough. So she was ordered to not. We even were driving a total of 6 hours a day. When I say we, I mean me, because my husband was working, and I would drive an hour to pick her up, an hour to drop her off from her home to then work, and then an hour back, and then I would go back and I would go get her. And we finally stopped after we found out she was driving when she wasn't supposed to. And so we said, we're not going to be complicit in this. We're not going to turn you in, but we're not going to be a part. Part of our bargain to not asking for any money back was that you didn't break the law again.
So this is a giant mess. We could talk about this for... Okay, and what's your question for us today?
We need help with the current situation of her stealing $13,000 from his UTMA account.
Her stealing $13,000 from his UTMA. Is it, whose name is on it? Did she set up the UTMA a long time ago for him?
Yes. She set it up for him. He was in a really bad car accident. So because he was a minor, the money was then dispersed to her. And then at the same time, his parents were going through a divorce. So part of the custody agreement was, instead of just giving the money and letting it sit in a bank account, put it in an UTMA trust. So she did that. And then in 2008, she took out a little over $6,000. And then in 2015, she took out another little over $6,000 of a total withdrawals of $13,186.43.
No, we get it. She's got access to this, though.
She did. Yep. So now my husband's 22 and has rights. And so when we talked with our accountant and we talked to the investor, she's not, according to UTMA, IRS stuff or whatever that we are being told, is that she can't pull out any money unless it's to benefit the minor.
But she just did.
So you could sue her. I mean, you could.
I got a question there. How, if that's true, then how is it that she just recently was able to get into the account and get $13,000 more dollars?
No. That was the total amount. It wasn't recently that she did it. She did it in 2008 once, and then 2015. We only found out now.
Okay, all right. So, Lily,
are now being mailed to my husband.
Okay, so there's a lot coming at us. So you've done,
Sorry.
so no, it's okay. But to try to help you, what you just told us seems like the solution. What you just told us, she can't get access to this now, correct? Because of his age.
Right.
All right, then. So you don't have anything to worry about.
It might sound harsh, but when someone has already stolen from you once, they'll do it again if you let them. The first thing her son and his partner need to do is cancel any stolen cards and secure all bank accounts. Change every password, not just to banking apps, but also emails, PayPal, Venmo, and anything else she might try to access. Lock down valuables. Just because she doesn't live with them doesn't mean she won't find another way in. Right now, she's not just a thief, she's a person deep in addiction. But trying to help someone who doesn't want help is like throwing money into a fire. It won't change anything. Her son has two options. Encourage her to get help. That means rehab, therapy, or even Alcoholics Anonymous. Let her hit rock bottom. Because as harsh as it sounds, sometimes losing access to money, family, and support is the only thing that pushes an addict to change. This is the hard part. The son and his partner might want to help, but giving her money, even for food or rent, only enables her addiction. Instead of handing out cash, they can offer to drive her to rehab. Provide non-monetary support like food or resources. Set the condition. If you want help, you have to prove you're trying to change. Nobody wants to report their own mother for theft. But if she keeps stealing, a police report might be the only thing that stops her. Even if they don't press charges, having an official record could protect them in the future if she tries to take out loans or open credit cards in their name. So, what happens next? Right now, she's at a crossroads. She can either get help and try to fix the damage she's doing, or keep spiraling, losing the trust of her family along the way. But one thing is certain, if they don't set boundaries now, she's only going to take more. What do you think about this situation? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.